Hey guys, it's Gizmo with Renegade Hybrids. I just want to do a quick walkthrough of this 928 engine bay and what you would expect on a basic LS3 swap in your 928. So you can see here, you've got our 928 cooling system. Nice big radiator, dual fans, keeps it nice and cool. Not a lot you can do about the air filter on these cars. You could go crazy and plumb an airbox down there, but that's typically what happens with most 928s. That kind of just get a hot air intake right there. The IATs aren't too crazy. And then this is on a Haltech Rebel, so it doesn't have any relays for the fans or the fuel pump in the back. It's all ran through the Haltech with no relays, just in the Haltech PDM. You can see we've got our new Fragola crimp fuel lines. So that's a bolt-on kit. If you guys are doing this at home and you don't feel like making fuel lines for your 928, it just connects here, connects there, feed and return, Corvette filter in the middle, and then right to the rail here. So that's super handy. No more hoses and clamps. You could just bolt all that stuff right on at home. You can see we reuse the factory AC condenser. I like to keep them as factory as possible. So if you've got one that you're doing and the AC worked previously, it's gonna work great. Just have to make sure that thing's flushed out and all that good stuff, but I'd rather do that than put like a custom condenser in it with custom brackets and stuff. This is all nice and OEM, just bolts up like it was meant to be bolted up, and you know, the least we can modify, the better. The biggest problem with the 928s when you do the conversion is the engine is so much lighter that the front of the car actually lifts about 2 inches. So we recommend putting coilovers on the cars to lower it back down, or lowering springs. That's something that you definitely should do because the car will be super high in the front. Gives you an idea of how light the LS really is compared to the monstrous 928 engine. I mean, if you have a 928 and you service your own 928, I think you'd be surprised to see the ground in the engine bay of your car. So you can see the ground in all the corners of this engine bay, which is pretty crazy. Like if you drop the wrench, you can just reach down and grab it. You're not doing that with the factory 928 engine. So definitely super easy to service. You know, do your oil change, spark plugs, your belt, your water pump. I mean, you don't need to pull the radiator off to do the water pump. You can just do it in the car. So it becomes super easy to service if you ever do have any issues. Another cool thing about the 928 and the 944 is essentially from the torque tube forward is all Renegade, torque tube back is factory. So it's pretty cool. You can technically do this conversion without touching anything in the back of the car. It just makes it super simple and easy to reuse all the factory rear stuff. Super easy to do at home. I would say this is probably the easiest car to do at home for people, just because you have so much more room in the engine bay and stuff like that. There are such simple cars once converted that it's hard to find stuff to talk about and go through on these cars once they're done. So we're gonna just get you guys some sound clips of the car and then just send it on its way home.